high love I've been dreaming. Oh, hey guys. I didn't see you there. Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you say you were here? I was doing something. Oh, shit, guys. It's a new week, a new us. So you know what that means.
You know what that means, guys.
That's right. Person of the day. Person of the day, even if it's just
for one day.
So it is absolutely our honor and privilege to welcome to the Person of the Day Hall of Fame. It's that monkey from TikTok who's absolutely goblining around a hotel room with zero remorse. Let's check him out. Here we go. Oh, God.
Hey, monkey. Hey, monkey.
What's this guy and monkey's name? Thabo and Ray. Go check out Thabo and Ray on TikTok. Guaranteed whatever Airbnb or hotel they're staying at, they were like, okay, no pets. There's no pets allowed. Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Let's begin this morning with the chaotic scene in the remote Black Rock Desert of Nevada.
Never heard of it?
One person has died at the Burning Man festival, and some 70,000 people are stranded.
Oh,
NBC's
boy.
Dasha Burns has details. Dasha, good morning.
Get Dasha in here.
Really
okay.
good morning. That's right. A heavy rain event left attendees stuck in the mud during the festival with more rain on the way. And overnight, we learned at least one person has died.
Oh,
the Pershing County Sheriff's Office says the family has been notified.
To give us an inside perspective from the ground, I do want to welcome in Jim Colgan, one of the thousands trapped at Burning Man. I do want to mention, Jim and I go back. We were both John S. Knight Fellows at Stanford. Jim, it is good to see you.
Okay, a little bit of unnecessary information there. We were both John Knight Fellows at Stanford. We hooked up a few times, but I didn't want anything too serious, and it got complicated. And then he's like, well, I mean, you made it complicated, I would say. Okay, we don't need to relitigate all that, all right? Even though that's what you do.
Things devolved. I know that you're being told to shelter in place. You say things really went downhill starting on Friday.
Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden the heavens opened and it started pouring rain. So wherever people were, they were suddenly told they weren't allowed go on any of the art cars. No vehicles were allowed, not even bicycles. Then it was even very hard as a pedestrian to walk around. Trying to move around on the playa suddenly became a very difficult task because it turned into this slimy mud. And then the dawning realization came, wait a sec, if no vehicles can come, then the porta potties, the toilets around here that everybody uses, they could not be serviced.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
People were doing this. But there were no
Uber cars.
Okay.
This is new CNN drone video of people who came for the normally sun-soaked Burning Man festival, but extreme weather intervened.
They're doing
this video taken just a short time ago as the revelers were making their way out of the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. A storm dumped 2 or 3 months worth of rain in just 24 hours, 1 death.
Oh man, this really takes me back to my Burning Man days, you know? I remember this one time I had built a 3-story bike, you know, that looked like a psychedelic dragon. It had a DJ booth on the handlebars where the brakes were supposed to be. And the first day of Burning Man, I fell off and died and went to hell. And when I came back as current me, is why I have a fear of bikes and DJs.
Yeah, Alex, thank you. I know, a total mess there. I actually just spoke to a friend of mine who is still currently at Burning Man, and she just told me that, like thousands of other burners, she is stuck and confined to her camp. People cannot move from camp to camp right now because it is so difficult and hard to walk through this mud.
Yeah,
she said,
like
you mentioned right now, it's a little bit of a calm there because another storm, it's a calm before the next.
Yeah, as a veteran burner myself, these people are doing it all wrong. I don't know how they don't know this, but you're supposed to, when there's mud like that, you're supposed to do what we call a roll and revel. You're supposed to roll and revel in the mud. You're supposed to go like this. And then this. You go like this. Okay, so yeah, Burning Man does seem like it could be fun, but probably the funniest story that came out of this is this headline right here. Probably one of the funniest headlines that I've ever read. Diplo and Chris Rock rescued from Burning Man floods by fan after 6-mile walk It does seem like there's a bit of a rich person version of Burning Man and then a normal person version of Burning Man. And Diplo and Chris Rock are definitely dressed in a way that would suggest they are in a very different version of Chris Rock is dressed in the absolutely opposite way you would want to be dressed for he's got like a brand new, very nice, very expensive looking New York Knicks jacket on. I mean, at this point, you gotta embrace the post-apocalyptic Mad Max nature of the thing, and these guys just are like, they just ripped the tags off these clothes. This made me think of that movie. I can't remember when that movie was made. What? In 2002, there was a movie called Jerry.
How the fuck did you get up here?
Where Matt Damon and Casey Affleck get lost in the desert, in the middle of the desert. I really want to pitch, if Greta Gerwig is watching, which she probably is, Diplo and Chris Rock, Lost in the Desert, next movie. I think it could be something. I think it's definitely something. So if you can, please like and subscribe and pass on to Hollywood what I just said. Clip it, please. So Chris Rock and Diplo walked 6 miles, and this is a funny quote from the article. This is from Diplo. They didn't believe we would walk 6 miles in the mud. No one believed we would get to DC for the show tonight, but God did. But God did. Yeah, let's all take a moment of silence that God intervened in the Diplo not getting to his DC DJ show on time situation. Prayers up for Diplo and his DJ set. Thank God, thank God. Person died. God missed that one because he was busy on the DJ set of Diplo.
So I do think people are actually trying to leave. I think there's a viral video of Diplo showing off that he left. Not very cool, but good for him that he was able to get out. And he definitely walked for quite a while. I think he walked all 6 miles of Gate Road. So that's good on him.
Oh God, that adds such a good element to the movie that needs to be made about Chris Rock and Diplo escaping Burning Man. Is that all the burners turn on them? It's a burn and turn, they call it. All the burners turn on Chris Rock and Diplo. It kind of turns into a Butch and Sundance kind of thing where they're being pursued. Ooh, there could be a scene, right, where the burners are like hot on their trail, there's some like brush or something, and they're like, what is that? You hear that? You hear that beat? You hear that bass? Oh, it's unmistakably Diplo. They follow the DJ set and they get to it. It's just empty. It's just a DJ set playing by itself. It was a red herring. Diplo and Chris Rock are long gone. All this Burning Man talk, it really reminds me of my second Burning Man, where I was having a really bad trip. Not on drugs, but people were really mad at me because I ate all the food in our camp and then refused to work, which I just felt really attacked and gaslit by these people. And I really turned on them and ended up joining another camp where I did the exact same thing. So it was a real lesson for me about how you just can't trust people to be cool about you and you just being yourself,
No, I know that, but what the fuck are you doing? There's a traffic jam 10 miles down there.
Yeah, you guys are out of your fucking mind. People going to run out of gas, water,
you're telling us.
You know nothing. You know nothing. Like, cool, you're doing a fucking stand. We're all trying to go fucking burn.
Is that Diplo? The guy who's like, we're just trying to go fucking burn. He's got a lollipop. Oh, no, that's not Diplo. That's older Diplo.
This has been hours and hours of bullshit to get to this fucking point. Oh, good. Well, you should fucking know better than this.
What are you fucking doing here?
Hey.
You fucking know better than this.
Ass clown.
Bullshit.
Calm down. Okay, so this was the other thing at Burning Man 2023 that made the vibes go like this. All these people, they wanted to get in there to play
a crystal flute.
But some climate protesters blocked off, I guess it's like the one road into this desert area. They blocked it off, and there was this big confrontation between all the burners and all this crap.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm just trying to get in there and go like this.
Why are you attacking people who are in We're not the ones causing the problem.
What's that guy saying?
Attack the big corporations. Attack the government. Don't attack us.
Oh.
We're all in the same boat here, guys.
This is the most liberal group of people you can find on the planet.
Okay, we got to take a look at this. I really appreciate this little filmmaking technique here. This what is this called? Like a whip pan? A pan? I don't know what the hell. But check out, this works so well. Wait for the pan over to the other guy. Here we go.
Advocate for change. If we can make a full city of 100,000 people in the desert with zero resources on a dry lake bed, we can actually change some policy.
On the fucking road where people need to make money.
Oh, man.
They don't care about working class people. They don't care about us. I am a working class person trying to go to work. Me too, brother.
Oh, man.
They don't care about us.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't
Jeez.
care about us.
Kind of a weird vibe at this year's Burning Man, it seems like. And then they're doing this in the mud.
It's weird.
Okay, but now here it is. The funniest quote from Burning Man 2023. Check out this lady. She gets into a whole debate with the climate people. Check this out.
I support this planet. Like, fuck you. You guys need
I support this planet. Fuck you. Oh boy, so a little bit of a sticky situation there, but of course, you know, where we get all our news, conservative media, they're really going like this. So let's check out one of the most genuine and authentic news people of all time. That's right, Gwyneth Shapiro.
Especially after the last year and watching all these videos literally across the world of you causing mayhem, really nobody cares. They just want to move on with their life. You are literally causing people to hate the environment every single day.
I love that. You're getting people to hate the environment, you know? You block off the road, people aren't just mad at you, they hate the environment now. They want to destroy it.
There is one road that
Right.
leads out of Burning Man. It leads to Burning Man in the desert. And these pricks were causing a backup for miles.
Wait a sec. These pricks? Did Gwen Shapiro just reveal that there's like a 45-year-old guy from Boston who writes her scripts or something? Yeah, some f***ing pricks out there with doing some climate crap. I don't know what the hell. Hey, it's me, Bill Burr. You f***ing pricks, get out of the road. You know, whatever. All right, but anyway, this girl is the queen, the absolute queen of the ad read transition. Check this out.
Not to mention, it is hot. We've been dealing with a heat wave, and this is in California. Like, if those cars run out of gas, people lose AC, you have a serious problem very, very quickly. Like, people bring their animals to Burning Man. Imagine sitting in the car with your dog who is panting and so dehydrated. Obviously, that's not healthy. If your dog is not healthy, you need rough greens. Now, as you guys know, there is very little that I love more than my dogs, Rocky and Tater, which is why I love being partners with rough greens. Naturopathic dogs.
Come on, lady.
You're a moron.
And even though the tribal ranger knew that, I think he was more concerned because of something that he was told when the call was made.
Okay.
He had been told that the activists had a weapon. So the cops handled the situation well, in my opinion. This is some info from the Daily Mail. The ranger, who has not been publicly identified, was reportedly responding to a call in which officers were told that the activists had a weapon.
Right.
So he
plowed. They usually say that, right. Yeah, so this weird little creep of a lady is just like reveling in the fact that the cops arrested these people, knocked down their crap and all this. I watched the whole raw video of the interaction between the burners and the climate people and the cops and all this crap. You could find it online. You know, it's just like, I don't think I'm on anybody's side here. You know, I've met burners in my life, you know, and the weird thing, it's kind of a mix, you know. You know, there's cool people who just want to go and have fun and all this crap. But it does seem now like there's a lot of what I call rich creeps trying to fill a spiritual void. There's a lot of that. And then there's just people who want to do drugs in a tent. And then there's like probably a handful of aspiring cult leaders. It's a mix. Yeah, so I don't know if this is the most well-planned climate action because what the main climate protest lady was saying was like, come on, guys, we need to band together and fight against this. You know, and you're like, yeah, I don't know. It seems like a tough coalition to mobilize, you know. Half the people there just want to do drugs at a tent. So then it's a situation, you know, all these people backed up for miles trying to get by, people trying to get out, whatever. So you really need some socially intelligent people to diffuse that situation, but instead the cops came.
Get out now! Get out!
Drowning Man update. We got 3/4 of an inch of rain.
Travel is impossible.
And there's about 70,000 people stranded on a barren lake bed. But fortunately, burners are badass and brought all the supplies we need. Or most of us.
We got people who came by bus camped on the edge of the city.
They're in pop-up tents and at risk of getting hypothermia. But we don't need outside help. We're gonna bind together,
get radically self-reliant, dry out the furniture,
and keep the party going. The alternative is to fall into despair, roll over, and die. And we all have a choice in how we're gonna handle this. So everyone open up your Starlink satellite so people can communicate with their families. Make an expedition to the edge of the city with food and water. And don't fight anybody because we're all in this together. Bury those negative thoughts in gratitude for your life because a couple people didn't make it last night. And know that we're all going to clean up this mess and get out of here. This is the hand we were dealt this year, and together we're going to get through it.
I love the TikTok cadence. It's amazing how that just spread so quickly. Guys, we weren't dealt the best hand this year. There's inches of rain and mud, but let's stay positive. And we are going to catch Chris Rock and Diplo. And we find them, we are going to put the bee baskets on their head. And we are going to tie them to the man while it burns. So let's stay positive and get rid of those negative thoughts, guys.
I want to show you guys reality to Burning Man right now. I think it's over. We're done. Yesterday was rain, and now it's like dirt everywhere, and you can't even walk. Cars can't move, so everyone's stuck, and it's insane. It's insane, extreme experience. What I didn't expect. I'm dirty, I'm dusty, and I want to go home.
Oh no. Yeah, I watched a bunch of these first-hand videos, TikTok videos, and all this crap from Burning Man. And there's a lot of people who are making the best of it. They're just like having a good time. They're dancing to some house music in the mud. They're going like this. Listen to that music. You know, they're going like this.
What?
But then there's a handful of these that I saw that are like, why were you there in the first place? Like, why did you even go to... Why would you even want to be there when it's not covered in mud? Some of them seem like... Some of these first-hand accounts seem like people who would be... Like, their day would be ruined by a wrong order in a restaurant in LA or something. This really reminds me of my 2022, I want to say, Burning Man, where I had a drone that I had made to look like the Joker. I had this drone that I had dressed up to look like the Joker, and of no fault of my own, allegedly, it crashed into the camp that was mean to me in the previous story. And the camp caught on fire and 4 people died. Allegedly. Allegedly. Well, no, they did die, but allegedly they died.
This climate change crisis.
Oh my God.
They're going to create it into an emergency. And Alex, I want to talk about Burning Man for a minute.
Oh, thank God.
We are watching, from a distance.
Okay.
There are approximately like 73 or 75,000 people in Nevada.
And they're locked in there from floods. And I'm glad I was going to raise that. They literally did a mock sacrifice and all this, and then it flooded with these tornadoes. And it was, sorry, go ahead.
Well, God has a way of making sure everyone knows who God is.
I never sucked any ding-dongs.
So what, at Burning Man? Nobody asked, man. Calm down. Yeah, so God's footsteps are all over Burning Man. That's when he was carrying you in the mud. Sound like this. God was pissed off about the idolatry and adultery, probably, maybe. I don't know. He's pissed off, so he sent a flood. He's like, what, like 30, 40 years late on this one? So he had other shit going on or something. But also, remember... God was like, oh, Diplo's there. Got to save his ass. Got to save his DJing ass.
75,000 people in Nevada desert right now at this Burning Man. They're locked in. They're not allowed to leave.
Oh.
And they're basically probably being brainwashed that climate change is the cause of all of it.
Well,
it's the root of all evil, and it's going to destroy the earth. And they're feeling the panic. And
let Alex talk. Give Alex a chance.
Saying that, this is because you didn't know about climate change.
Yes. So what's going to happen, Alex? It's the same thing, same way they launch any kind of movement. After this is over in Burning Man and these 75,000 people disperse and they go back home, they're going to have these stories to tell and how terrible it is and how we have to do everything possible to stop climate change.
That's pretty good. MTG might actually be one of the more honest politicians, accidentally, of course. Accidentally honest. Because first of all, she's basically like, I don't give a shit about these people. Like, God is striking them down with furious anger, First that. Because usually with a standard politician, it would be like, okay, our thoughts and prayers are with these people who are trapped in the mud and one of them died and their toilets are overflowing with this. Their toilets are going like this.
Toilets.
Our thoughts and prayers are with them. But she's basically like, fuck them, God hates them. And also, my main concern, my segment on Infowars is how I'm concerned that these people might think that this is climate change related. That's my main concern. These people might get propagandized.
Alex, I'm just worried these people get to chatting. You got nothing else to do in there. They get to chatting and they might just start get some beliefs that I don't like.
You gotta love her. She's just like, I'm just really concerned about the propaganda. I'm just really concerned about these people might be spreading propaganda after this. By the way, it's definitely not related to climate change. And then Alex Jones goes,
I've been in bed with probably 300 women.
Okay. Doesn't seem related, but, you know, very, very proud of you. Oh, God. But it really takes me back to, I think, it was like, I want to say 2001. I want to say it was like 2001. I think it was around September 2001. I was burning and I had eaten a rotten CBD gummy. So I was a little, and I had mixed up the days a little bit. So I actually took it upon myself to set the man on fire. I lit the man, I believe a week before it was supposed to happen. So nobody got to make their wishes or anything. And they were really harsh on me for that. In fact, I wasn't supposed to come back. Well, guys, it does seem like some people still had fun at that thing, so God bless them. Hope you had fun, you know. Guys, let's not go into it as far as the day of the week is concerned, because frankly, it's not right. It's not right. But remember, it's just
for one day.
Love you guys so much. All right, look at me. Look at me. Love you guys so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people, it make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, you know, just wet, disgusting dumpster, you know, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.